Helldivers 2 is a game that so many people enjoy. However, like any other game, there are some things that bother players about it. This video is all in good fun, and it is a follow-up to my previous video talking about things that Helldivers players hate. So if you haven't checked that first video out, go ahead and check that out now, then come right back to this one, of course. But without further ado, let's get started with number 1, SNOY.
Oh yeah, take this! My god, this game is fun. Literally, nothing can screw this up. Seriously, you would have to be a complete moron to ruin this game.
Yes. Helldivers reviews are in and everyone loves the game, and I'm rolling in money without having to do literally any work.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I was figuring for the next update we can do...
Oh yes, that's a great idea. We could put a weird login requirement in disenfranchising like over half our player base and make them not able to play the game, huh?
Wait, no, I was thinking more about...
Listen, I know what I'm doing. Just look at my face. Does this face look like it doesn't know what it's doing?
Now, in light of recent events, SNOY has become the #1 public enemy of Helldivers 2 players, with their corporate interests making decisions that not only screw over all players, but the developers. It was obvious from the beginning that SNOY didn't really have too much faith in Helldivers 2, thinking it would just be a subpar release, it would get a few thousand players, then people would move on. But of course, we know that is not true because Helldivers 2 is such an amazing game that can bring people together. But SNOY, in their infinite wisdom, decided why not disenfranchise over half the population and force people to make a third-party ID and link it to their Steam account. Not only is this inconvenient and possibly a great way of getting your data stolen, but it would have made so many players not be able to even play the game or purchase it if they lived in a region where they couldn't make a SNOY ID and link it to the game. But the community rallied together and, doing a real-life major order, decided to review bomb Helldivers 2 temporarily to send a message to the SNOY headquarters. And they listened, because if SNOY knows one thing, that is IRL super credits. So they decided to pull back their teeth and remove the requirement, letting all Helldivers once again come together. Which is great to see the reviews popping back up to positive, but it's only a matter of time until SNOY strikes again. Number 2 is fire tornadoes.
Ah! Hell yeah, another successful mission. Yeah, I suppose so, but I really could use like a little bit more of like a challenge, you know? More of a challenge? You want more of a challenge? I don't know, more things to keep it interesting, like how about some planetary effects? Planetary effects, huh? Like what? I'm just spitballing here, but how about something simple like a cloud? Oh, I know. An ion storm that completely jams your stratagem. Uh-huh. Oh, and another one could be like ice comets that come from the sky and land down on the planet. It could kill like bugs. I mean, it could land on us, but there'll be a big light. We'll jump out of the way. I don't know. It sounds like it can get pretty annoying. Okay, I hear you. How about fire tornadoes? Did you say fire tornadoes? Yeah, they'll be like these big flaming vortex that go all around the map, and they last for like 27 minutes. Oh, and here's the best part. I'm not really liking the sound of this. They follow the players, and when you don't even expect it, it'll just completely burn you, killing you basically in one shot, dropping all your gear. Oh, and it could land directly on the Pelican. It'll be so fantastic. You won't be able to extract.
The weather and dynamic effects in this game are super cool. Most of the time, it seems fair and balanced, except for these damn fire tornadoes. Not only do they rarely make noise, but these fire tornadoes follow the players and leave a trail of literal fire in their wake. Sometimes it'll be right on your Pelican so you can't extract. Other times it will go right over that supply drop you called in when you desperately need stims. It would be one thing if the fire tornadoes were just randomly going all over the place, but for whatever reason, these seek out the player. And when you're playing on harder difficulties and you're getting shot from every single angle, the last thing you need is a fire tornado limiting your options. For the love of God, give us a flame-resistant armor or send these damn fire tornadoes back from where they came from. Moving on, we have the plant hitboxes.
Oh, there's just one guy up ahead. I'm gonna take him down so he doesn't call in a bot drop. What the hell? Why does this plant have to have collision? I can't shoot through a plant?
A lot of things in Helldivers 2 can be destroyed. I mean, that's almost the very concept of the game. throw out powerful stratagems, and use awesome firepower to destroy what's in front of you. But a lot of the times you will find a plant that decides to block all of your bullets. And when you're sneaking about trying to take a shot and not get a bot drop called in on you, a bulletproof plant is the last thing you want to run into. It's absolutely frustrating to shoot a very powerful weapon only to see literal leaves blocking every one of your bullets. And no, of course it doesn't stop the enemies from shooting through that and hitting you. Why would it? But maybe these super alien plants can serve a purpose. Perhaps we should go back to the Pelican with them, extract and use them as armor plating. Up next we have Modifiers.
All right, you boys ready to liberate this planet? Oh, hell yeah. What difficulty did you set it to? Helldive, of course. What, are you scared? You set it to Helldive? What about the stupid map modifiers? Relax, it's an easy one. Let's just check. Oh. Yeah, we can't use primary weapons.
Now, modifiers seem like a good idea. Why not add a new level of challenge in the level that the player's trying to do? But most of the time, these modifiers just end up not being fun. Having advanced call-in times for stratagems, including weapons that you're trying to bring in, is absolutely horrendous, especially now that they have buffed the spawn rate of all enemies. Have you ever tried to perfectly time in a 500 kilogram bomb on a Bile Titan, only for it to give you like a 7-second deployment time, and the Bile Titan just casually walks away from the explosion? And we should count ourselves lucky because there used to be a modifier that scrambled your stratagem input, so you thought you were calling in your jump pack? No, you have called in an Eagle airstrike right on your position, killing yourself and all your friends. And more importantly, where are all the positive modifiers? We only deal with negative modifiers for the most part. Up next is we have call-ins not landing where you've called them in.
Whoa, what is that, a Bile Titan coming in? No worries, I'm gonna throw in a 500 kilogram bomb right at him. Hey, where'd you throw that 500 kilogram? I don't see it. What? I literally threw it right at him. Okay, good. So it's not going to hit, like, right there? Oh, it's not going to hit right there. What do I look like, an idiot? No, I'm just saying it gets pretty intense. Just want to make sure you threw it in the right spot. There is a 0% chance I threw it in the wrong spot. Okay.
This is sometimes a rare phenomenon, but calling in a big explosion, only to have the thing land directly in front of you and killing you is something, well, you usually scratch your head about wondering what the hell happened. Many times have I called in a gigantic 500 kilogram bomb so far away from me, only for it to land directly in front of my character, comically not exploding the moment it hits the ground. It gives you a moment of clarity before you explode into a million pieces. Moving on, we have gaslighting players when they die.
I have one hit left. Just go. I'm not going to make it. I'm speaking in a language you don't understand. Hey, bro. Yeah, bro? How come you just killed me? I told you I was going to hold them off, and then you just killed me. I didn't kill you. I was halfway across the map getting the super samples. No, when I was eliminated, it said, you killed me right on my screen. Listen, we've played hundreds of games together. I know you're a smart person. It's not possible. I was literally over there. I don't know. Why would the game lie to me? It literally says what kills you every time, and it says, you killed me. Listen, you're being really stupid now. There's no way I killed you. The game's just lying to you. Oh, the game's just suddenly lying to me now. You know what I think it is? I think you're jealous. Why the hell would I be jealous? I don't know. Why would you be jealous? Oh, I know, because I just unlocked the staple gun in the new premium war bond. I literally don't have time for this. Can we just focus? It's probably just a bug in the game. Did you say bug in the game? I knew you were a sympathizer.
Have you ever just been fighting the good fight and then out of nowhere you get machine gunned by a shield devastator, ripped in half by a hunter, or stealth killed by a stalker? Well, that's what you think happened, but on screen it probably says you were team killed, or more importantly, you were actually killed by yourself in an interesting turn of events. This minor bug gives you inaccurate information about how the player met their untimely doom. And there are some players out there that don't understand this mechanic and may respawn and go after a player that they thought just killed them. It's definitely a very minor thing, but when you're playing and you're constantly dying and you see that you have been killed by yourself, you will eventually lose your mind. Up next, we have friend requests not working.
Oh, hell yeah. That was such a good mission. Listen, you and I, we should be friends and run missions together. I agree, that was so awesome, and I would be proud to call you my friend. Go ahead and send me a friend request. I am so glad I met you. I gotta log off right now, but I'm sending that friend request. I'm just gonna go eat like 3 cheese sandwiches for dinner, and then you and me, we're gonna squad up for the rest of the night. Oh yeah, that friend request will come in just a minute and I will accept it. I can't wait to see you in like a few minutes. Me too.
Isn't it sad when you've met a player online and you want to become best friends? So you decide to send each other a friend request with the full trust that it definitely has gone through and they will accept it, only to have that request get stuck in limbo. And then the next time you log in, you go to invite that new friend, only to find they are not on your friends list. And then a deep sadness washes over you as you realize you will never meet them again. You either go on Reddit or the Discord to find that random player, but unfortunately that falls on deaf ears, as thousands of other messages bury yours forever. Maybe one day, Helldivers can be friends. Up next we have Misaligned Scopes.
Just got the new anti-material rifle, and I can't wait to blow up some automaton skulls. Oh, sweet liberty, there's one right there. Let's just line the scope up, I trust it, and take this shot. Wait, what the hell? It was right on him. Is this thing broken? All right, one more time. There's no way this thing doesn't work. Just deep breath, line up the scope, and... Oh, son of a...
Recently, they have claimed to have fixed this error, but I'll believe it when I see it. Have you ever tried to aim down sights with a marksman rifle or anti-material rifle and shot only to miss your target when you knew beyond the shadow of a doubt it was right on the automaton's brainstem? Well, no, you are not crazy. There are some scopes that are literally misaligned. When I first used the anti-material rifle, I was like, wow, this is really bad. And then after a while, I just kind of adjusted how the scope was aiming, so the off scope felt like the normal scope. To me, this is one of the most frustrating things that was in the game for a while, and I'm including it here because I still have not forgiven it, even if they have potentially fixed it. Moving on, we have the across-the-map rocket snipe.
You know, I for one am actually surprised how well we did on this mission. We're about to extract with literally all the super samples and everything.
Wait a minute, who's that guy at an impossible distance? Doesn't matter, fire a rocket anyway.
Hey, what's that sound? Do you guys hear that? Yeah, I hear it. It sounds like freedom! Oh, I was gonna say it sounds more like a rocket fastly approaching.
Oh yes, the automatons. Don't we love the automatons? Of course we love spilling oil, but how frustrating is it when you're walking or running and then out of nowhere from across the planet is a lone rocket that just seems to soar and directly hit you. And then once you die, you look around saying, how? Where? There's no chance that rocket hit me. And then you find the little bugger. The one lone rocket automaton firing from a base literally nowhere close to you. You think to yourself, how did this thing see me? And then you remember, oh yes, the automatons cheat. That's how they saw me. And no one will judge you if you call in a 380 airstrike on that one automaton. Up next, we have silent patrol spawns.
You know, this mission's been pretty easy. Just going to objective silently. Ah, it feels so cool. I know it's pretty great. We're obviously really good at this game to sneak around with nothing finding us. Honestly, the only way we would die is if the game just randomly spawned enemies behind me silently so I couldn't hear what's about to happen. Yeah, wouldn't that be crazy? Hey, what's wrong, bro? Why'd you stop laughing?
Stealthing in this game can actually be a viable option, but a lot of times it also comes right down to just getting right into the fight, blowing up the objective, and regrouping. But the terrifying thing is that the enemies can seemingly spawn directly on top of you, or worse, behind you and not make a sound. Have you ever been attacking a base only to have a Hulk Scorcher actually spawn behind you and you couldn't hear them? And now it's actually getting worse because they increase the spawn rates, especially if you're playing with less than 4 people. So now when you're fighting the bugs, you are almost constantly getting overwhelmed. Helldivers 2 definitely needs more audio cues for when the enemies are behind you or what they're about to do. Because right now, when a massive Hulk destroys you from behind, you're gonna start to think, how the hell did I not hear that thing? Up next is Hellbombs getting destroyed after you have armed them.
Oh my god, gross, they left one of these bombs here. I'm just obviously gonna shoot it to disarm it.
Wait, did you just shoot my Hellbomb to disarm it?
Yes, of course, I would sacrifice myself so the bomb wouldn't kill all my friends.
Let me get this straight. That's a bomb.
Yes.
And you shot the bomb.
Yes.
You knew it was a bomb.
Yes.
Yet you still stopped it thinking it was going to explode?
I just thought if I shot the bomb, it would look really cool.
You know what absolutely doesn't make sense? When you've called down a Hellbomb and an enemy shoots the warhead and then it just breaks? I mean, maybe I can forgive that if I didn't arm the warhead, but after it's armed, automatons always go right to it and just destroy it. It makes no sense. If they were shooting at an armed warhead and a laser beam hits it, well, that warhead should absolutely destroy. It's a terrible feeling when you're under fire to arm the Hellbomb, jump to safety and run away and wait only to realize that an automaton definitely broke the Hellbomb. It just makes no sense. Once I arm it, it's going to explode. I don't care if they break it, make it blow up the moment they break it. Moving on, we have squad mates shooting at enemy patrols you have marked.
Just a quick heads up, guys. I see a whole patrol about 30 meters in front of us. Oh yeah, confirmed. I see them over there. Thanks for spotting them, bro. Know what the hell you doing? I'm just pointing out so you don't shoot at them. What was that? I can't hear you over the sound of me shooting at them.
Ah, yes. You're playing either with your friends or with some randos, and you see a patrol of either bugs or automatons off in the distance. And you, being the good Battlefield player you are, decide to spot them and tell everyone, hey guys, there's a patrol up ahead, let's be careful. And what does your team do with that information? That is correct, they immediately start firing everything they have, and moments later there are 3 bot drops being called in. You do your best to run away, and of course you run directly in front of a laser turret. You would think with higher difficulties and higher level players that this concept would be easily grasped. But no, you will find it all the way from difficulty 1 straight through difficulty 9. Up next is drowning with all of the samples.
Oh, hey guys, good news. I found the last of the super samples. Okay, sweet. Let's get back to the Pelican and get the hell out of here. What's that? I can't really hear you. I said come to the Pelican so we can extract. Okay, I'll be right there. Let me just jump off. I'll take a quick swim and get right back to the Pelican. No, don't jump in the water, you idiot. You'll die. What? Okay, I'll be right there. Here we go. No, what are you doing, you idiot?
Now, something that's not too common, but can still happen to people, is picking up a bunch of samples or just your equipment, running around and falling right into some water. And because Helldivers are wearing extremely heavy armor, there's no chance of getting out of that water. You will drown, and once you've drowned, all of your equipment and everything you were holding stays in that water. Because of course it does. And there is nothing worse than when someone's carrying the majority of samples or the super samples, and they do something stupid like try to swim across the water, only to sink to the bottom and drown 5 seconds later because they did not understand. Even if you told them that they couldn't do it, they will still try. And there you go. All of your super samples sink to the bottom of that water. Up next is levels blinding weather effects.
Oh, hey, look, a planet with good visibility. Finally. Well, look out, boys. Weather effects coming in. Oh, maybe it won't be that bad. What's this planet's weather effects like? Imagine taking a jar of chunky peanut butter and smearing it all over your helmet visor. Wait, what? That doesn't sound fun at all. Fun? You must be a cadet. What the hell?
Now that a lot of Helldivers have been on a good amount of these planets, we have seen tons of planetary weather effects. Some pretty cool, others absolutely terrible, like Hellmire. Of course, the automatons cheat and they can see you from literally infinite miles away, but now the weather effects obviously don't affect them. So when you're staring into a blinding cloud of light with a crazy dust bowl happening and flame tornadoes, you also get a warm welcome of thousands of lasers being shot in your directions from something you absolutely cannot see. And you would think, well, maybe just fire back. Trust me, that's not going to help. It just makes the situation worse. And you would think that the Helldiver's visor would be equipped with like thermal or something to help mitigate these planetary effects, but no. All helmets are cosmetic. Although it would be a cool idea to make these armors more functional, just saying. Might give people a reason to spend those super credits, but alas, that probably won't happen. And maybe that's why some of these planets are being lost, because there are tons of Helldivers that don't want to play on the planets where they can't see anything. Up next is the short time limit in eradication missions.
All right, boys, eradication mission. You have 12 minutes and then I leave you for dead. Oh, hell yeah, let's do this. Wait, what did he say? I'm just saying I'm just going to give you 12 minutes, and then I'm going to leave you here to die and fly away. Even though in other missions I can wait at least 40, sometimes 45 minutes, but this one, not feeling it. I'll just leave whenever I want. Did you say 12 minutes to eradicate life on a planet? That seems short. That seems short, right? Oh, by the way, me talking to you also counts as the 12 minutes, so you better hurry up. Can't you just wait maybe like a little bit longer? Use your guns to like shoot at the stuff on the planet for us? Oh, geez, it's getting pretty bad out there. Okay, well, anyway, enough of these 12 minutes. I'm taking off. Okay, goodbye. I love you.
These eradication missions give you a simple task. Either close a certain number of bug holes, or destroy bot fabricator base. And those would be some of my favorite missions if it wasn't a 12-minute timer. I don't care, make the mission destroy 25 or 50 bug holes or fabricators, but I still want the full 40 or 45 minutes for the mission. Just hell-potting in and getting all your equipment ready takes about a minute, and then running to the first objective also takes around a minute. And not to mention, these increased spawns, especially in the eradication missions, are insane. So why is it that the Pelican tells you, well, you have 12 minutes and then I'm literally leaving you for death? I mean, if that was the case and they can't stay in low orbit for that long, maybe they should be flying around the zone, helping us, giving us like aerial cover, having them shoot down. That would be amazing. But no, they just give you an arbitrary time limit as the mission just gets harder and harder as time progresses. My hope is that one day the eradication mission time changes and we get the full 40+ minutes to take them down. Our penultimate entry on this list is playing on Tuesdays when the Steam cloud is out of sync.
Oh yes, Tuesday, my favorite day of the week where I could just chill out and play some Helldivers to my heart's content. Whoa, wait a minute, my Steam cloud is out of sync. Well, goodbye.
Now, for a lot of you Helldivers out there, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, probably because you're playing on PlayStation. But for a lot of us that are playing on Steam, every Tuesday at a certain time, Steam updates. And when it does, it makes your Steam cloud out of sync. And because Helldivers is always online, it kicks you out of the game immediately, and you can't log in for a specific amount of time. Sometimes 5 minutes, 15 minutes, or a half hour. It is absolutely frustrating, especially when you forget and you're on a hard mission and you're getting close to extraction, only for you to get disconnected and not be able to finish your mission. And of course, there's not enough time to join back. Why would there be? And the final thing on this list is Xbox players not being able to play Helldivers.
Hey guys, you think I can help?
Oh, hell yeah, Xbox players, yes, those automaton scum are done. Bro, listen, you forgot about SNOY. Oh, that's right, SNOY. Yeah, sorry, Master Chief, maybe another day.
Now, this is an interesting one. We understand that the game is published by Sony and created by Arrowhead, and Xbox is Microsoft. So you would probably say, well, it's just an exclusive. But you would be wrong, because Helldivers is also available on Steam. And for the most part, Steam runs on Windows, which is owned by Microsoft, which also owns Xbox. So the play is already there. They're just basically gatekeeping the fun from a lot of people that just have an Xbox. And I'm telling you, we would love to have more Helldivers on the home front. And I know that there are tons of you that played Halo ODST and you want your time in the limelight again. We ask that SNOY in their infinite wisdom to not side with the automatons and help Helldivers by recruiting Xbox players. And there we have it, my friends. This is even more things that Helldivers 2 players hate. Let me know what you guys think. If I missed anything, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And if you resonate with anything I said, also leave a comment. I mean, it helps. Speaking of helping, why not like the video? And if you want to be super awesome, subscribe. All that stuff is free and it helps the channel out more than you will ever know. But I just want to thank you guys for stopping by. I'm Drifter from Downloadable Content, and other than that, I will see you guys on the battlefield.